Alright, so there's still the second game I want to stream today. Before I then start playing through Sonic X Shadows, which hopefully I will like. Hopefully. What the fuck is this? That is pretty cool. It's my 7th off prime. I didn't grind him, I bought him. I really like this faction. Sevgoth is quite fun to play. But I'm quite happy with how it's turned out here. It's a different kind of colour scheme to what I usually go for. But anyway, we're going to play through the 1999 demo, which I think, like a month late for. This came out like a month ago. Almost a month ago. This came out, was it October 12th? And we're now November the 4th, I think. So yeah, somehow I managed to avoid doing this for like 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. I simply just haven't been all that interested. Because I've said it quite a few times, I am not excited for Warframe 1999. This is quite possibly like the least excited I have ever been for a Warframe update, surprisingly. Even tiny Warframe updates just added in new armor sets, like back in the day when we would... But for example, back in the day when we'd wait for an update for 3 months, and what we would get is... this. There was a time back in the day where we went like 2 months without getting an update to a game or something, and then we just dropped this, and this was the update. There's a Kasawara Baza, which to be fair is a fairly iconic weapon, and a cool armor set, and that was it. And a couple of months later we got a proper content drop. That was not a good year for Warframe. Oof, that was a rough time. But I was more excited for that update than I was for 1999. I gotta be honest, I am not very excited, because first of all, I've made it quite clear, I think DE have kind of fucked up the story. I think Warframe had a very compelling story before the New War, and then in the New War, first off, they fucking start it by killing off Teshin, who is like the closest thing to a character this game actually had. They start with killing him off, so that's fucking brilliant. And then they bring back the Lotus, when they focus on the Lotus, even though I don't think anyone in their right mind actually cares about the Lotus, and especially not veteran players, because veteran players will have spent more time without the Lotus than with her. So we kind of just expressly do not care about the Lotus. We just don't. And newer players won't care about her because they're rushing through the story, and so they have very little attachment to her. So I feel like Lotus's handling completely fails on every single front, especially since, of course, like every single story quest was just a new fucking retcon of her character. It did not flow well. It was not really emotionally impactful, much at all. It is entirely carried by the music. And Rebecca's respectable voice acting as Lotus. She's not great, but I respect her. She's not a professional voice actor by any means. She only did the Lotus because I don't think they had anyone else. They're just like, hey Rebecca, community head, do you want to voice a character? And she was like, alright, sure. And then I think they did intend to get a professional voice actress, but they just kept Rebecca and were like, fuck it, let's roll with it. Bullsax shouldn't have been the villain of the New War. It didn't really work. He was not a great villain. He was quite frankly fucking cringe. And then the New War introduces the multiverse in a really shitty way. We still don't have an explanation for what happened in the New War. It still doesn't make sense. It's been years. and they're moving on to different subjects. So that means we're never going to get an explanation. The new war literally is a plot hole, and it will never be explained. Which is just fucking nightmarish to me. Just as a whole, it just wasn't like well written. Like the way Ballas gets defeated, and also that fight mechanically is awful, awful fight mechanically. We still don't know how the Lotus even exists in this universe now, and it was never addressed or even acknowledged that was like a question we should be asking, but it is, because it doesn't make sense that she's here. It was never even addressed, so that's just a mystery which will always be here, and it will never be explained. So New War was just fucking bad. It was cool in terms of the spectacle and stuff. It was really cool. Getting to play as Corpus and Grenier was really cool. But the story itself fucking sucked. It was awful. Then Duviri Paradox, continuation of the New War, was kinda alright. Problem is, it didn't solve the plot holes. It didn't solve any of them. It had a kind of theme in the story, which was cool. Still doesn't make me anywhere near as attached to the Drifter as I am to my Tenno operator. It really annoys me when I see new Warframe YouTubers play as the Drifter rather than the operator, because to me it shows that they don't actually care about the quality of the story. Because the Drifter is nowhere near as good of a character as the operator. Because Drifter had zero development in the new war itself, and then they had very half-baked thematic development in Duviri Paradox, but no actual emotional, or very little emotional development. Meanwhile, our Tenno has had literally every quest prior to the new war as development. Second Dream, War Within. To be fair, there's not a whole lot of quests, but you get my point. These aren't very interesting quests, are they? We got Natar, Second Dream, War Within. I suppose you can count Chains of Harrow. Then we went a million to Prologue. Then we got Sacrifice. Then we got New War. So, to be fair, even our regular operator didn't get a lot of screen time. Obviously, Umbra has been fucking criminally neglected. Umbra really should have been a very important character throughout this whole story, but they dropped him immediately after the Sacrifice, which is fucking awful as well. Yeah, the relationship between Operator and Teshin was the best thing in Warframe's story, and they just got rid of it. They just got rid of it in the New War. And then there's a thing kind of vaguely like it in Duviri. Where's Duviri? Am I insane, or is Duviri not here? Huh. Duviri's in side quests. That's weird. Alright. Yeah, the Operator is just a better fucking character. So people are simply choosing Drifter just because I suppose their reasonings are they're adults, so they want to play as an adult character. First of all, what they should have done is just aged up the Operator, because we got our Operator in 2015, 2016, if you're a console player like me, and we grew up with them. My Operator should quite frankly be a slight older than I am at this point. I hate the Drifter, and so point is, I think Warframe's story has gone to shit over the last couple of years. But But despite my criticism of it, Jade Shadows was great. Jade Shadows is probably. I would still say The Sacrifice is Warframe's best story quest. I would then probably say The War Within, and then The Second Dream, and then after that I put Jade Shadows, quest-wise. It is way better than a 40-minute quest has any right to be. It is largely carried by the music. But Jade Shadows was really good. Unfortunately, that's getting dropped, because we're going straight from the Stalker right back into fucking multiverse bullshit. And it's cool to finally have a man in the wall be the villain. But we don't know how much of 1999 is actually going to be about the man of the wall. He may not be all that important to it. Hopefully he should be, but he may not be. They've placed a lot of emphasis on the Infested so far, which is alright. Also, of course, it seems like they're changing the law with the proto-frames, which means branching timelines potentially and shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so the point is, I'm not interested in the story element of 1999 because the story has kind of been fucked up for the last 4 years. So the story's been fucked up over the last 4 years. So what is the mechanical interest of 1999? Motorbike. As far as I'm aware. The only mechanical uniqueness to Duviri is a motorbike. Because the rest of the game, the rest of Duviri, is literally just regular Warframe, but you can't mod your gear. And you can't use helmet, for you're restricted to the frames that they give you. Which is actually like, some of the really shitty frames. Like we have Trinity and Excalibur. I don't even know if we're going to be able to change off of Excalibur. If we're really stuck as Excalibur for the entirety of 1999, I think it's going to suck. Quite frankly, I think it's going to be really fucking boring. Because Excalibur is obviously not great. And not being able to mod him to make him more interesting. And I've heard people say that the controls of a motorbike are shit. But apparently they're aware, so I'd be working on that. I also believe that by playing this demo, you get a free skin, which is cool. Love that. So point is, I am not interested in the story much of 1999, though the aesthetic is really cool. The song they released and the idea for the Infested Liches to be a band, really fucking cool. That is all dope. But I'm very much worried that 1999 is going to be a story-focused quest without much of a good story, and also with nothing mechanically interesting about it. Which is such a shame, because Warframe has been one of those games, like we just played Buddy Simulator, which uses video games as a medium in a really interesting way to tell its story. Warframe used to do that. The introduction of the Second Dream, and then the War Within after that, completely changed the game's mechanics. It completely changed the game by introducing the operator into the game. The Sacrifice did to an extent as well by giving Umbra his special passive. So, to a much lesser extent, we are not getting anything like that with 1999. So that's just my impressions, right? I'm not excited for this. From what I've been told, this is a less than 30-minute long extermination mission, basically, this demo. Now, interestingly, we've got plants and shit growing on this, it looks like. I think that's infested growth. Yeah. So I don't know how this is going to go, but Region Chat told me it's a less than 30-minute exterminate mission. So, let's just do this. Cool.
Howie, I'm headed out. Need you on grid watch.
You got it. Oh, and hey, I gave your Tommy a full tune-up. Go ahead and fire her up.
Not bad.
Something I've really disliked about Warframe's story in more recent years is that they've stopped protecting the spoilers of the game. There are two big spoilers in Warframe. One, the operator and what they are, and two, what Warframes are. They already spoilt the operator with the new opening cinematic and Duviri Paradox existing, and also by just slapping the operator all over the promotional material. The trailer for the new war has the operator in it, which, like, I get it's hard to make a trailer without that. You could at least put like a spoiler warning or anything, because it completely spoils the game. But at least the Warframes being infested was a twist before, but now they're kind of undoing that as well with the proto-frames here, which shows that Warframes are people. And so the moment that you'll get infested lines saying you're infested, you'll realise, oh shit, okay, so we're infested people, that's what Warframes are, and it'll ruin the twist again. So there's another thing, immediately, I'm immediately seeing that this is also going to ruin that twist. Of course, they're going to promote 1999 very hard pre-release.
Scholars are systematically pumping a fur bomb through this neighborhood. Not good for anything with a pulse, including civvies. Only way to stop them is to put them down first.
Okay, the turning and stuff feels kind of good. The thing which is weird is the fact I'm always going top speed. I can't control my speed. Right now, it looks like I'm pressing like forward and right. You'd think I'm pressing like forward and right. I am not. So I suppose what's going on here is that... yeah, that's a weird way to do the input. It's not turning in the direction, it's just going in the direction that you press the stick in. So right now, if I push it right, it just... like, the better way to do this is to press it in a direction and then have you hold the right trigger or something for the speed. Jesus Christ. So, like, yeah, the fact that, like, if I want to go back just a tiny bit, I have to do this whole fucking arc or something. That is not great. That is immediately not great. Not the worst motorcycle controls ever, but yeah, definitely. Oh. Maybe it's a... oh. Right, you can press spin button to...
Down you go.
now you can run the motorcycle through that, but I'm not particularly interested. Does this have the same... yeah, it does. So bonus crit on headshots. So these are Proto-Grenier, which is interesting. Scouder Jaeger. Someone has a toxin. Now, bringing Warframe's gameplay back to just the roots isn't necessarily a bad idea. Which depends on how they execute it. So you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff with this to make it palatable beyond playing one fucking mission. That's the thing, like playing Warframe at its basics like this is good, but not for very long. Oh, it's suppressed. Stay.
So close to the ground.
I've already heard people saying that she's going to become a Saren proto-frame. That's cool. Oh, I like this pistol. This is cool.
But within chaos is opportunity. Opportunity I will seize, no matter how hard you swerve.
Entrati is ours. We will find him. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, Crimson Zergo.
Target is down.
Do you mind my aiming being shit? It's been a while. Again, I don't actually really play Warframe a lot nowadays. I still get my daily login rewards. I always will, but... Ooh.
Dropped him.
It feels faster than... Do we have like a bullet jump mod on or something? I feel like I'm moving faster than normal.
Pissed when they find out what happened to their purge squad. Keep going.
Decadent. That didn't seem to do much.
Hostile call. Engaging.
A distraction.
This is a demo where we're playing at Hanukkah.
Grow lazy, and you will. I will find you. It will not be a pleasurable experience.
I don't do lazy, and you need to start watching your back. Enemy in the area.
We better be able to get this like suppressed pistol and regular Star Chart.
Stay down. There's enough.
Does have a stealth kill bonus. Are we going to get the tank fight? We're probably not.
I'm calling it there. Your job is done. Head home before reinforcements show up.
Demand? What is this? What the hell is...
Scratch one.
we got to see their designs properly in Dev Stream, which is cool. What is this? I haven't seen something like this before. What is this? What's all this inflatable shit for as well?
Think it's gonna get a big?
Oh, really? Okay. That was a bit abrupt. Oh, we couldn't even get a tank battle? Alright. I mean, that's it. That was like less than 10 minutes, I think. And I was yapping for at least 10 as well.
Check your inbox, operator. Maybe Ordis will get a message someday.
Yeah, that was just barely 10 minutes, and that's because I was AFKing at the start. Wow. And alright, this would be a very short stream otherwise, so let's see if there are any weekly objectives. Right, place a decoration and survival mission for 20 minutes.
Well, well, well. Looks like some serious.
Right, so 20 minutes survival, killing 500 enemies. We can do out Sevagoth. Might as well take Shade in order to level them up, though it will lower our KPM.
Well, how the Tenno arm themselves.
I'm thinking I do want to put casting speed. I don't have many amber shards.
Operator, no! Have you lost your mind?
I still don't bother with Archon hunts. I just don't like them. So I don't have a lot of amber Archon shards to go around. Casting speed is like so good. None of these other ones are really things that Sevagoth needs. Maybe a little bit more extra max energy. He does have some energy problems, even with Nourish. Yeah. I heard Shade is actually meta right now, which is interesting. I've had him for ages just in my inventory sitting there, and I was leveling up Nautilus Prime the other day, and I realised, oh, I have Shade Prime, I didn't even realise. So I picked him up and started leveling him as well. Shade is cool. I really wish they labelled the cooldowns for abilities and like exactly how they work. Because I can see how Ghost with Ambush can be really powerful in the right situation. Enough. Why is he missing an aura slot, man?
Operator, did you hear that? It said...
It is one thing for a regular frame to be missing an aura slot, but to make a prime and still not give him a fucking aura slot? But oh my god. Especially since Sevagoth's aura slot is a very easy choice. It's either combat discipline. Combat discipline? No. It's either steel charge, growing power, or brief respite. Brief respite is slotting on literally everything in the game. And corrosive protection, which is also slotting on literally everything in the game. And of course, Sevagoth's Shadow is always running. I actually want him to be running power damage. before I put on power donation. Why did you have steel shot? Well, of course, you want to run power donation on this because it lowers Shadow's strength, but it buffs everyone else's, and it doesn't lower Sevagoth himself's strength. I am not going to bother forming Shadow and shit. Because unfortunately, of course, the Shadow's the weakest part of his kit, and so not really worth it. It's a real shame Raven decided to continually buff Nuke Sevagoth rather than Shadow Sevagoth. Shadow is kind of viable, but like they're just cool. They are just spectacle. There's not much practical reason to actually use them over literally just any other melee frame. And especially when you can just use Nuke Sevagoth and get way better results. Nuke Sevagoth is really fun because of how it works, but like, come on. It could be way more interesting. So we can go into survival for 20 minutes. I'm probably going to turn my mic off and just chill. We should be able to last 20 minutes even though we're not running Nautilus. Did I post it the other day? I made a build with Saren and Nautilus. Because I'd already heard about how Nautilus can actually be like a really good damage frame. You can make Nautilus deal a lot of damage. I recorded it, I think. But it would appear I never posted it. Okay, I should get around to posting that. Yeah, okay, I found a recording. Still have it. I really like how well his Signa goes with like the shape of his head. They really nailed his helmet. They just nailed this design. One part of it I don't like is the color channel on his abs. The fact that is metallic, I think, kind of ruins the design. It threatens to ruin it. So it's really distracting, and it's not where you want the attention to be drawn to the head and the coat over the shoulders, but because the abs and the back are metallic, it draws more attention to them. But otherwise, this is an amazing fine Warframe design. Never seen that before.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Valban's fucking
stopping
50% off.
by. Don't know why I did that.
That's actually a not shit Daro deal. Granted, Valban is not a frame you should be buying. Very easy to get him yourself. Which I do appreciate. They took Valban from one of the most annoying frames to get to being like one of the easiest. Because if I remember correctly, before Nightwave you had to get him from alert. But now you can just get him the moment you get Nightwave rank 1. So Valban is actually probably like one of the first frames new players get now.
Accept your
I
death,
wonder what
and
Korei's
you
play
may yet
numbers are.
avoid it. Trust
I have
in
a
your
feeling.
training.
Oh yeah, I am actually playing Drifter, which I kind of forgot about. I changed my hair to have pink ends because I like that. I changed her fashion to be this, and I also used a Conqueror kind of thing. To me, the ink is not subtle enough. I might remove it. Also, I don't know why my lips are orange, but they are. Right, so this is mostly just going to be running around spamming every
trying
tab.
to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I found out today that they now made it in Genshin so that once you've maxed out your reputation with a faction, you can't do their bounties anymore. It's both a good and a bad thing, because it means less aura and artifact materials per week, but it also means that I don't have to do them as a chore, which I think is actually a shame, because I think most of the time I actually like doing those bounties. I do really like functionally how Sergoth's nuke works, because it deals both flat damage and scaling damage, which I think is a really fun and interesting way of dealing damage. It means when I see trash like this with like 1 health left, I can just run past them. Just trust that they will die. I think we're at over 100 KPM, which is solid. Also, of course, I made it clear previously that I'm not a fan of how it's how a drifter going to 1999. Since it's, people have said it's probably just so that there's no weird implications of the romance options in 1999, which I concur with. I feel like that's probably the reason why they did it. Because thinking, again, as I've said, the Drifter's not an interesting character. Or at least not compared to the Operator. I'm way more invested in the Operator. And I do not have a lot of faith that they will deliver compelling romances in 1999, and so I don't think it's a worthy trade-off. There's my prediction. Also, I haven't really reacted or said anything about that demo yet, have I really? But it was good, but it's just Warframe gameplay. It's literally just playing Warframe, but you're a new player again, basically. It's like, it's neat, but I can get the same experience by booting up Warframe on another console. I've done that numerous times before. I've restarted Warframe. I started on the Xbox, then I got on PlayStation, and then I got on Switch as well. So I've already gone through that several times, so it doesn't really hit as well for me. There have been numerous times where I've basically restarted Warframe with all my knowledge and experience, but without all my powerful mods and games. So yeah, it's not really compelling for me. I mean, it is compelling, but do I think it's worth making a dedicated Warframe update for it? Yeah. Also, I high-key think Bloom should be removed from the game. Or at least it shouldn't be a subsume. Yeah, I think it shouldn't be a subsume. I think it's fine on Sevagoth or another frame, but I feel like Bloom being a subsume is really unhealthy for the game as a whole. As long as Gloom is a freely available subsume, Trinity will be a bad Warframe. Same is true for Arrow.
Words coming in, so many
And we have to get to 20 minutes.
Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
Just turn on Gloom. With this playstyle, you turn on Gloom when you're low health, and that's it. I might pause the game in a minute so I can put a user video on or something and just watch that while I play.
Keep up the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.
We might be able to hit the 30 Eximus Proto as well after 20 minutes. Yeah, fuck this. I'm putting something on. I'm bored.
Hello everybody, today I am so excited to tell you about my most recent obsession, the Monument Mythos.
Life support activated. Look what our Tenno operative just found. They cannot do this without you.
But believe, though it's going out of style, there are people working to make this system a better place.
Life support has arrived. as you can.
Yo. Later.
longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
A valuable lesson.
To quote another, virtue, integrity, and courage are my priorities. I can be approached, but never pushed.
These offerings are pure. Of course, my Tenno.
This is what we offer. Deal.
Nora sleeps better knowing her dreamers are out there, working to lift us up. Let's get back to it.
A tuft of fur. There'll be creatures nearby. That is the call of a pauper. Not the mightiest of beasts, but worthy of salvation nonetheless, despite the odor. Now you must be stealthy. Preyed upon by Sorgors and Vermink, paupers will flee at the slightest hint of danger. Trank rifle at the ready. A sunny pauper. Slightly less common than your garden variety. Lovely coloration, though.
Nora is all about incentivizing.
I'm an idiot. I, for some reason, read that as Fortuna. I'm pretty stupid. I don't even know how to rescue an animal in Duviri. So that's nothing. I can't be bothered to do it.
Let's check what's next.
Now that streamer, Mactix, I've mentioned a bunch of times throughout my Warframe streams. Yeah, so he reached Mastery Rank 30 within, I think it was like a month or something of starting the game. He made his last video he made about Warframe, I think, was, oh no, it wasn't. He made a video saying how he got to it, and then his next video was the 1999 demo. And that's it. Since then, he hasn't made another video on Warframe, and it's been a couple weeks now, I think. Which, yep, that's a case as old as time. I'm unfortunately familiar with that case myself. My old American friends, I had a friend being fixated so hard on raising his mastery that literally all he did was just play Hydrant all day, every day. And so he fixated on his mastery rank, and by the time he got to like MR20, he was already just fucking sick of playing the game. And so then he just never played it ever again. It's really unfortunate because he really liked it before. Pretty close to MR4 now.
Ordis went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty. Ah! There I go again. Ready for action.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Capture them quickly before they escape. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Technology! It's beautiful. Experience it. One death at a time.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load. Excellent work, Tenno. Eliminate all Corpus threats.
Your calculated survival probability is encouraging. Good luck.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Any last requests, Tenno? Oh, I got your tongue. Fine. Release the amalgam.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction. Job well executed.
Hey, came to trade? Or did you find some Iatan treasures you want Endo from? Hey, welcome to my bazaar. Tenno from all over the city.
Always feels like meeting. Might want to refine any relics you get. For luck. Damn. Sure. Make me proud.
If you're looking for Maru's Bazaar, looking for I knew it. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Let's find some antiquities.
Tenno, I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
There's no doubt in my mind that an Iatan treasure lies somewhere in this derelict. And yet, I wouldn't set foot in this place for all the Iatan in the system. You, on the other hand. Well, this should be fun. Maybe you should stretch first. You know, limber up.
That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of Infested. Lay low and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
My, oh my, I think you found it. That's what we came here for. Your job's done.
Heavy infestation ahead. The juggernaut has moved on. It's safe to proceed. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. Target located. Bring them in. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
And we're out.
It is time for those against us to pay.
You're here to rescue an operative who has been trapped by the infestation.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
Was able to survive by hiding in an airlock. Unfortunately, they've now become trapped by the infestation's growths. Beware, those lasers are linked to the poison tumor nodes growing on the airlocks. Contact with the lasers will put our operative in immediate peril. Bypass complete. You may proceed. Heavy infestation ahead. You located the operative. Make sure they get to extraction alive.
That's it. It will be a perfect specimen. Trap it so you can synthesize it for me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
An excellent specimen, Hunter. This will advance Sanctuary's goal of preservation.
Bypass is done. Go. The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now. Let's get out of here.
Things seem tough. Nora knows, but believe, though it's going out of style, there are people working to make this system a better place. You keep being you, dreamers. It's time for Nora to say good.
We offer these to aid you, Tenno. These offerings are pure. This we give to you.
Alright, that's it.